worst period of time ever. Maybe you haven't paid attention to all the Christians that have been murdered and martyred since Abel until now. You're going to tell me that there's going to be more bloodshed in the second half of a so-called 7-year tribulation. That more people are going to be killed in that 3.5 years than at any other point in history. That makes no sense at all. And we are just beginning. I'm just beginning with this subject. And to me, there should be enough already for us to understand. Now, I've seen people talking about the tribulation. They put up all their little charts and their little graphs, and they get on their whiteboards and their chalkboards, and they get their timelines. And of all the prophecies in the Bible, Daniel 9, which is where tribulationists get their theory from, Daniel 9 is the only prophecy besides the 70-year captivity that Jeremiah prophesied, but it's the only one that actually gives you a chronology. Why are people using graphs and whiteboards and chalkboards and timelines and all this stuff for a prophecy that already has a chronology? It is absolutely bewildering. Let me say it again. There is no 7-year tribulation. If you are listening to me right now, if you're one of the people making comments, I want somebody to send me or type in a verse anywhere in the Bible that teaches or that mentions a 7-year tribulation. You can't do it and you won't do it because it is not there. Now, whatever information, and I need to say this, whatever information is essential for the interpretation of any and every passage of the scripture, it will be found somewhere in the scripture itself. In other words, if the Bible is its own interpreter, not C.I. Scofield, not John Darby, and certainly not these heretical churches today who are teaching this evil and wicked doctrine. The Bible itself is its own interpreter. What that means is that even when you look at Daniel's prophecy in chapter 9, Daniel's prophecy of the 70 weeks, which is where dispensationalists have created a whole new teaching from one verse of scripture. And their logic, as I will point out in the next few weeks, is inept at best. It is foolish. It is heretical. It is silly. It is beyond bewildering. It is befuddling. And it is stupid. Frankly, it is stupid. There is no way to conclude from Daniel chapter 9 and the prophecy of the 70 weeks that there is a 7-year tribulation, and I'm going to prove it. You may not like it, but I am going to prove it. Because Daniel says in Daniel 9 exactly how he was to understand his prophecy and when it would take place. Here's one thing that I want you to understand